Hi everyone, this is Dama, and today I will be reviewing my EveryPlate delivery. This is a bigger box, so I opted for the 3 meals for 4 people a week. So far I'm on week 3 and I still have mixed feelings about it. This week's meals include creamy Dijon chicken, sweet and tangy pork chops, and finally chicken with charred scallion pesto. And I'll flip the card over just so you can see the backside with pictures, instructions, and chef's tips, which are actually very convenient. Okay, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of this unboxing. Get it? This bag contains all the smaller ingredients, and although it's not divided by meal, it's still convenient to have in one place. And this week, my non-meat ingredients came in a smaller box. In previous weeks, they were just separated by either ice or padding. And here's a quick look at the scallions I'll be using on my chicken dishes this week. I was supposed to get 2 demi baguettes for the garlic bread, but instead I got 1 of those and 1 bolillo. I'm not sure why that happened, but I'm 100% confident that I can still make garlic bread out of that. Here are the 4 zucchinis that I will be using this week, 2 yellow squash, and green beans. I do want to note that these look significantly nicer and fresher than the ones I received last week. This is where my mixed feelings come from, that not all of the things that I receive are fresh. Some are wilted, some are browned, and although these look better, they're still not completely green. There are some really brown patches on some. So I wanted to point that out too, because although this is a convenience service, it can become an inconvenience when some of the items are not fresh, and so you have to replenish them with fresh items. Okay, back to unboxing. Yes, potatoes. Lots of potatoes. Here's what the ice block looks like. There are 2 typically per delivery, and it just helps keep the meats cool. I recorded this video shortly after receiving the package. Everything that you're seeing right now is what it looks like to me right upon delivery. I was supposed to receive 4 packets of chicken breasts, not chicken breast strips, along with 2 packets of boneless pork chops. Instead, I got 2 packets of chicken breast strips and 4 packets of boneless pork chops. I did end up calling customer service and they were able to give me a reimbursement, but not gonna lie, I was kind of looking forward to eating this week's meals. So today we'll be making crispy Italian chicken with garlic butter, couscous, and zucchini. Try saying that 3 times faster. The recipe calls for 2 packets of Israeli couscous, 2 whole zucchinis. The recipe also calls for 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, but only 1 came with the packet. 2 packets of chicken stock, 2 packets of sour cream, 4 garlic cloves. This head of garlic actually came with my EveryPlate subscription, but I do want to add that some of the cloves had dry patches. There were some parts that I just really could not use, but I love garlic, and so here I am still using that head of garlic. And let's not forget about the chicken. I have 2 packets of boneless chicken breast, which means that there are 4 pieces. The recipe also calls for panko crumbs. Unfortunately, that was missing from my box, but here I am going to try to guess how much I need based on foods that I've cooked before. So here goes nothing. I will also need corn oil, olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper. So there you have it. That is what I will be using for today's crispy Italian chicken dinner. So the first step calls for cutting the zucchini and garlic. We thought it would be incorporated, turns out not. This is just the cutting step. So word to the wise, read your cards before you actually cook so you know why you're doing it. The instructions for the zucchini were a little unclear because it kind of sounded like it was going to be in the oven instead of a pan as it later stated, so we actually ended up putting it in the oven. And as you can see here, we also seasoned it with salt, pepper, and paprika because we like things spicy. Later on, we also added the Italian seasoning per instructions. For the breading mixture, we first started off with melted butter, followed by panko. Again, this is me guessing how much panko was needed because it didn't come with the box. We also added salt, pepper, and 4 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Although it didn't come in the box, thankfully the instructions indicated how much was needed. And here you can see my wonderful mother patting dry the chicken. Those red spots are my mistake. I added a little bit of paprika accidentally. Also added salt and pepper to season both sides. And finally, adding the coating of sour cream, followed by the panko breadcrumb mixture that we created. So just patting that over and actually coating it. Next, I am melting 1 tablespoon of butter, adding in the garlic, cooking until fragrant, and then finally adding in the couscous. We like to brown our couscous just a little before cooking, so that's what you're seeing right now. And last step for the couscous is to add the chicken stock we were provided. The very last step is to add the Italian seasoning to the zucchini, which is what you're seeing right here. And there you have it, crispy Italian chicken. So the pros, the end result was very good. I actually enjoyed this meal very much. I wish I had more, but these are measured plates. That's the point of it. Big con is that there were missing ingredients, and that kind of defeats the purpose of a food delivery subscription, but you know, that's some food for thought, get it? So here is the expectation and here is the reality. 12 meals a week for under $60 still is a very reasonable price because you're not just paying for the items, you're also paying for the recipes, and I have no complaints on the recipe so far. For those interested, there is a discount code below. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any comments or questions on the EveryPlate subscription, as well as subscribing. This is my first video, so I'm sorry for any hiccups, but I will be learning as I go. So thank you for watching.